So as you start to arrive in today's practice, why not allow the eyelids to gently close, either to the point where you're just looking at something beneath you toward the ground, or entirely let them shut. And if you're going to let the eyelids completely droop over the eyeballs, why not imagine them like two velvet curtains, heavy, and then seal off that close by acknowledging the upper eyelid touching the lower eyelid. From this eyes closed experience, we start to shift our gaze within. And we can make a statement to yourself, here and now, I commit to looking within. And with that, allowing the body to land and gravitate here and now. And we're going to take 3 arrival breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Don't overcomplicate this, just working with the breath. And then ever so gently allow the lips to soften towards each other. They seal. And you just continue to breathe through the nose. Nasal breathing. A very supportive way to breathe, especially at nighttime. If you are curious about this, you could always explore taping your lips at night and just letting yourself breathe through your nose. It's deeply regenerative and allows you to drop deeper into rest and digestion. You could even imagine a little bit of tape over the lips now and just keeping the breath traveling in and out through the nose for the rest of our practice. So a lovely way to settle into practice is through the presence of the breath. So we've already altered the breath a little bit to land, and now I invite you to simply observe your natural breath without judgment, without needing to change it. Are you able to just watch and witness for the next few moments shared? Breath coming in and breath going out. And now for the next 20 seconds or so, start to find a little bit more roundness to the breath from here. So noticing if there's any edginess to the breath, start to smooth it out. You might take the breath a little bit deeper into the body, making the body fill with breath as you inhale, and then slowly, with control, releasing the breath. Just simply extending the natural breath, nothing else. Imagine you could slow down time. How would it feel to breathe if you slowed down time a fraction? We're not in any rush. We're exactly where we need to be, right on time. Allow the breath to receive that message, being right on time, and let it alter the way that you breathe. How would you breathe if you really truly felt you were right on time without any rush? And this is the practice for the next minute or two, breathing as if you had all the time in the world to sip it up, to savor it, and then to relish the release. Two more breaths in this way, slowing down time through the breath. Nicely done. Another wonderful way we can settle into this practice even more is through the body. So we've met the breath. Now we're going to drop into the body a little bit. So simply allowing whatever is in contact with the support beneath you to soften a little bit more. And then we're going to go on a journey through the body and we're going to explore any areas that might be holding on to tension. In those areas, we're going to intentionally relax and soften in a bid to find spaciousness from within. So we begin today at the top of the head and just slowly meandering your awareness through the face, the brain, the skull, all of the skin that wraps around the top of your head. And noticing if you're holding any tension here. Over the next few moments, are you able to intentionally soften and relax the entire head? Even if it's just a fraction softer than it was before, how does that feel to do that with intention? Beautifully done. From here, we're going to start to draw the awareness down through the neck and shoulders. Neck and shoulders are our areas of focus right now. And just notice, is there any tension present? When I say tension, that might feel like tightness or a bound feeling, a lift. And over the next few moments, you intentionally relax and soften here. Neck, inclusive of the throat and all of the voice organs. And the shoulders, a place where a lot of us do hold habitual tension. Imagine warm water being poured over the neck and shoulders to soften them even more now. So nice. So now the head, the neck, the shoulders are feeling a little softer than they were before. An element of release being present. And then allowing that awareness to trickle down the length of the arms, upper arms, elbows, lower arms and hands. And then again, observe, is there any tension present? And can I release and relax? To what extent can I let go? Neck, head, shoulders, arms and hands, a little bit more relaxed now. And then allowing your awareness to acknowledge the chest. Oftentimes we can breathe up in the chest, and we call this clavicular breathing. We want to draw the breath down into the lower lobes of the lungs, and we want to allow a softness to wash its way through the chest now. Even the organs here, the lungs, the heart, the diaphragm, all of the muscle fibers and the tissues that connect them, they all relax and soften just a little bit now. To what extent can I let go? And then noticing the stomach, the entire length of the spine within that. Releasing and relaxing intentionally this part of your body. And then checking in with the hips, left hip and right hip. There's the frontal part of the hip called the psoas. This is historically a place where we hold a lot of tension. This can create a lot of ripple effect of tension throughout the body. So imagine in the front of the hip, just like butter melting, the muscles relax and release. The hip bones soften, and you invite this sense of space here. And then allowing your focus or awareness to wash down through the upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, and all the way down into the toes and the soles of the feet. And imagining the legs relaxing, softening. Noticing if there's any tension present, even the most subtle of tension in the toes being held. Can you rest and relax the feet entirely? Finding spaciousness here now. Letting the entire body be in the field of your awareness now. And what if you could relax the entire body just 2% more? How would that feel? How would that be experienced? And it's like through this relaxing, the cells, the muscles, the bones were able to physically take up more space. So the body physically expands somewhat. So with that thought in mind, just allowing the body to feel spacious in the room that you're in, taking up a little bit more space. And then for the last few minutes of our practice today, we're going to move into open awareness, using some of the techniques we've explored through the breath, through the body. Get to choose now where you place and rest your awareness, and then just let everything flow freely. Keep this openness to where the mind goes and observe where it goes. And if you need to come back to your anchor, your reference point, either take a deeper breath in, come back into the body or the breath, and continue to witness, to create space. Notice where you've gone with the open awareness present. Come back to your anchor, the body or the breath, and witness. And just a few more moments in free flow, open awareness meditation. And if there's anything you want to communicate to yourself from this version of you in meditation to the everyday outside of meditation version of you, maybe now is a really nice time to have that little dialogue with yourself. Are there any words of wisdom coming through? Any words of guidance that you need from yourself? Be your cheerleader in this moment. And in a world where you can believe anything, make sure to believe in you above all. Starting to deepen the breath once again. And in your own time, you might start to become aware of the sounds in your environment. And when you're ready, start to bring a little bit of movement into the fingers, into the toes. Feeling a little bit more settled, a little bit more spacious. Start to blink the eyes open when you're ready.